Here are 8 lessons that I've learned throughout my graphic design journey that nobody told me about. But that's not gonna be the case with you, because I will tell you about them. A little bit of context about myself. I'm a self-taught graphic designer who specializes in branding. I especially enjoy the food and beverage industry, and I might not have that many years of experience yet, but I have learned my fair share of lessons. Lesson number 1. You mastered Illustrator? Good. But the learning journey doesn't end here. In fact, it lasts all throughout your life until you retire. This is a very fast evolving industry, and if you take a bit of a break or you stop learning, you will fall behind. That's just the reality, that's the truth. You should always be in touch with the new trends, with the new software updates, and learn about new tricks that you might not know of. Also, get comfortable with learning new methods, trying different platforms and resources. Don't just stick to your old methods that you are comfortable with. Presenting the design matters as much, if not even more, than the design itself. I know this is silly, because you're gonna be like, okay, but design quality, that's what should matter. That's how we are. We get impressed by good mock-ups and good presentations. So use quality mock-ups, learn some cool tricks and apply some cool textures, learn a bit of animation. These things will really elevate your presentations. I have honestly seen so many average looking designs that get so much attention just because their presentations are so good. Like, they use these expensive mock-ups or animations. They even started including a lot of AI mock-ups, which I've noticed, which I don't know how I really feel about that. I don't judge them, because after all, we all want to present our concepts, which is a bit difficult through normal 3D mockups that you download from Envato or Mr. Mockup. So I understand. Don't be afraid to niche down a bit. When I say niche down, I don't necessarily mean going crazy niche, like only working with brands that sell sustainable accessories for cats. It's a bit too niche, you know. Niche down on doing, let's say, branding only, or branding for the tech industry, because there are plenty of profitable businesses there. What you shouldn't do though is try to be everything. To do motion graphics, 3D design, UX, UI, poster design, branding, logo, packaging, that's a lot. You will only have surface level skills if you try to do all that. You have to try to become an expert in one thing. Like, for example, become an expert at branding, become an expert in UX, UI. You choose one thing. Trust me on this, there is enough clients and enough work in all these spheres. So you won't go wrong if you niche down a bit. Don't be scared. Interesting thing that I've observed is that clients who typically have a lower budget are the ones to be the most needy and the ones that ask for the most and try to squeeze you until your last drop. Basically, they are really demanding and they're difficult to work with. So please avoid really cheap clients. Also avoid clients that claim that they need a project urgently, because trust me, these clients for some reason are the ones to drag the projects the longest. I don't know why. I don't know the logic behind this. I don't know the psychology, but it's just how it is, and everyone can agree on this. I have talked with other designers and they can all say the same, that these kind of clients are nightmares to work with, so please avoid them at all costs. Practicing communication skills is as important as practicing design skills. Mastering how you talk and how you present yourself to your clients as a brand is one of the most insanely valuable skills you can have, but it's really hard and you have to train this a lot. What it means is basically learning and understanding how to use certain verbal and non-verbal cues that will make the clients more comfortable with working with you. A little tip that I can give you is, when you have discovery calls and when the discovery call ends, try to reflect on how the call went. Especially if you don't hear back from the client, try to reflect why the client didn't proceed with you. What went wrong? the problem might not be with you, it might be just a simple decision of them proceeding with a different option, but it's always best to reflect and try to figure out what might have went wrong. So grab pen and paper and write down everything that you can think of that might have went wrong. Weekly brief projects. They're a great start, but everything in its own limits. Don't overdo them. I used to do only brief projects, and that was my entire page's content. That's all I would do. I was putting a lot of pressure on myself to chase the deadlines that were really short, and then I will make a half-baked branding. Apart from timeline, I've noticed that us designers try to recreate the judges' style, like the design style that they usually prefer, because you can notice a pattern. They usually choose the designs that have a similar design style. It's not really the most fair judgment, to be honest. I don't have anything against briefs, they can be really good, but of course in limited amounts. Investing some money is really beneficial. And if you're just starting out, I understand, I know you might be a bit hesitant. You might feel like it's too soon to invest, especially if you don't see the payout. But just like with any business, you should invest here as well, because it can really save you a lot of time and effort. Apart from the Adobe subscription, which currently is not even a must considering Affinity just became free, I would really recommend investing in a subscription to a website like Envato or Freepik, where you can download all these assets like fonts, mockups, stock images, videos, etc. Basically, they have a lot of stuff that you can use on your graphic design journey. It's really helpful. I don't know what I would have done without this. It was one of my first investments and truly one of the best investments. I also invested in a filming gear, a microphone, a more powerful laptop, and a comfy chair. And last but not least, just start. If you're waiting for the right moment and for all the conditions to be perfect for you to start, the perfection and the motivation will never come, trust me. Instead of waiting and wasting your time, you could be growing, because growth on social media doesn't happen overnight. It takes quite some time to build social media presence. And it's really important that you start ASAP if you haven't started already, because clients come from these platforms. Clients come from Instagram, from Behance, from LinkedIn, so it's better to start soon. And be the Lulu. Fake it until you make it. That's the key. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe. It will mean a lot to me, considering this is my very first video. And also comment down below what you would like to see from me next. See you soon!